Day 13.
All right. Day 13.
We know we haven't uploaded 12.
Well, day 12 is back at the Airbnb trying to upload on their Wi-Fi
Yeah.
as we speak.
Day 13
but
was
this is like
kind
part...
of the main... Yeah, this is it. We quit now.
Yeah, this is part 2 of Asheville and our Sierra Nevada extravaganza, really, because we're sitting here down by the newly built amphitheater, hasn't been used yet, on the back patio. I'm going to swing around, just give you a little panorama of that. But anyway,
it's warm, but stunning.
It's warm, but it's nice here in the shade, and we got I got a session rye, which is good.
I'm drinking
thin, but it's
a
good.
Summerfest, but this is not our first beer.
So we went on the tour today. Today was all about the tour, and the beer geek-gasms were...
So first of all, Ashlyn, who was our the tour guide leader, who they're so knowledgeable, right? They're amazing. I just learned more than I have ever.
Yeah, it was a great tour. I mean, seeing everything and updated videos and all that kind of stuff is great. But there were some bonuses in this tour.
There was a Ken Grossman sighting.
There was more than a Ken Grossman sighting.
First of all,
you bumped into it. We walked through and saw him with a bunch of folks here because they're doing an Oktoberfest release.
I didn't totally want to fangirl, but as we mentioned...
But then he walked by us.
And as we mentioned in Day Zero, my grandma was his original bookkeeper, and my dad worked for Modern, who worked on the original Sierra Nevada. So Ken knows, he doesn't know me, but he knows who I am.
Yeah, she says hi, hi. You might not know who I am.
And he was like, yeah, you're
Ron's
daughter, whatever. But I got to say hi to Ken.
So I was like starstruck so much I didn't even take a picture of that.
It was great.
It's like...
And then there are some, they're working on Oktoberfest and launching their Oktoberfest. So they had the
with a German
brewery
that's
600-year-old brewery. So those people were here too. And apparently the brewer that was with them is 27th generation
head brewer
in that facility. So they were here.
So as we're taking the tour, not only does Ken Grossman walk by in the hallway, which is cool enough, but then when we got to our tasting part at the end, all these guys are on the other side of the... Ow, something's biting me. Ow, there's nature here. Not only are these guys on the other side of the tasting bar, but then so is Ken, and they're all tasting. So
we'll cut in some footage where we kind of
tried to nonchalantly, but anyway, it was great. So as the tour was great, we also had these sightings, which made it even better.
And it took us through everything from wort tasting and tasting. I mean, like you would on the Chico tour in some way, right? Tasting barley, seeing where the yeast goes in, the bottling line, which they have a really cool corridor to see the bottling line.
Yeah.
It's all glassed
Well, I'd say
in.
the difference is everything here is there's just more space.
Yes.
They have, everything from the updated grain mill, to everything on the bottling line. There's just a lot of room. It's so much like you would get if you could do it again.
Right.
And you had the resources. This is how you would do it. I haven't seen any expense spared. This place is just gorgeous.
Continuing to be good to the community like they are in Chico. So all the wood that was cut down to put this place was then used with local wood millers, to create all the flooring and the tables and the trim is all done by the wood that was taken out of this facility. They're pumping good water back into the river.
Yeah, they process it before they send anything to the city.
Yeah. And some goes back into the river here.
Just what you would expect from Sierra Nevada.
So, and then another amazing lunch.
Yes.
We had
been on the patio.
Pig cheeks and grits. And
don't tell them about pig cheeks. No one in California knows about it.
Oh my god. Yeah. And then you had an 11.9 thing that showed up on the menu today that was the most amazing beer I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah. The
what is it called?
Wolf and Annie?
Wolf and Annie.
Wolf and Annie
that was it.
Wheat wine.
Oh my god. It was so good.
They won't let us take a growler home.
No, which we had with a blueberry shortcake.
And it was so good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And now we've been wandering the grounds and drinking some more beer. And
there's a convention of beer bloggers here, which
we are not.
Beer bloggers. And so they're down the trail here. They got a Sierra Nevada cop
I guess there's like
stopping us from going in.
I guess they got like a half-a-mile trail down to the river that you can go to as well. So now here's what we're thinking, Chicoans. We're thinking next year we get a bunch of us and we fly out here.
Yeah.
We do an Airbnb house or VRBO house.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
And we do. There's 42.
Now you're telling people everybody's going to have
breweries.
this plan.
42
That's a great plan, but don't listen to that.
All
It's
30
terrible. It's a
people
terrible
gonna
plan.
have
You
this
guys
plan.
shouldn't do this at all, ever.
Yeah.
Except for if you can.
Yeah.
So
cool.
yeah, there you go. There's our second
Jeff's
day in
done.
Asheville.
He's
Yeah,
just
I
done.
don't. Yeah, I
He's
don't
good.
care if we do anything else.
He doesn't care if we go see Rush in Vegas. He's thinking
Bleh.
we could just skip it.
All right, that's the second half of the tour that we haven't really talked about. We'll talk about that more on the way, but this was the big tamale to come out here. Going back, we're going to see Rush in Vegas.
Rush's variety.
So,
And we're going to
we'll talk about that more later.
Back home.
Uber is great.
They are.
I like those guys.
Yeah, we do.
All right,
See you tomorrow.
later. Cheers.
Cheers. We're drinking the last of the beer tasters. This is Optimum. This has been an amazing day.
There's a couple of cool people.
Oh my God, Ken Grossman's here. KG is in the building.